partner who does care and does support me. But that's it. I have some support from his friends and family from afar, but I have nothing else. I don't have my father with me. I don't have my sister. My mother has all but given up. And when we do talk, which is not often, maybe once a month if I'm lucky, it's so surface level. And every single person that I had a life with in America has abandoned me. Not one person has reached out to me and and just trying to have any kind of life. I've been keeping it in. I've been trying to not make it the center of my journey, but it just keeps creeping in and I just can't contain it anymore. And I don't want I never wanted this to be a sob story. I never wanted this to be anyone feeling pity on me or like I guess I also didn't want to open it up to comments about like I was playing it up to the camera or I was BSing or for clicks or something, but I can feel it. It's in my body, it's in my mind. And every time I write a script, every time I shoot anything, and I feel like I'm performing because I have all of this happening in the background and I can't let go of it. In 3.5 years, I haven't had a phone call or a text from anybody. It was my birthday a couple weeks ago. And if I my all of my friends and family on Facebook, I sent some belated messages on my feed. People I've known for over 4 decades. And all I got from my mom was a text message. And I'm just so fucking tired of pretending that that's not a huge part of my life. That that's not a huge part of my journey, and try to protect all of these people by not being honest about it. It's not fair to me, and I know that this is not what all of you signed up for this channel, and I'm really sorry, but this is honest and this is real. And I literally have memorabilia. I have family photos. I have drawings from that my daughter made when she was little. I have important keepsakes from my sister and my father stored in boxes that we couldn't afford to ship at the time that we left. And my mother said that she would keep them safe. And it's been 3.5 years and we don't have them here yet. And every time that I try to get them from her, it has to be this big song and dance and performance that we have a relationship. I can't even get her to measure the boxes and send them to me, even though I've offered to pay for that. And she's throwing out pictures and important pieces of my father's life without talking to me. She moved without telling me. I had to find out about my grandmother's funeral arrangements online. And when I reached out to an aunt for some help that maybe I could see it, something like this, I was told to talk to my mother and sort it out with her. Other than my child, the three most important people in my life are my sister's kids. And I feel like she's intentionally isolating me from them. And I'm just so sick and tired of feeling abandoned by all of these people and pretending like and having to pretend that I give a fuck. And this week is just it's just been a rough week. It's been so rough. And 4th of July is coming up with my father used to march in the parade every year. It was so much more important to him than anything. And I feel like I'm never gonna be able to visit his grave. I feel like I'm never gonna be able to see or talk to my sister's kids again. I feel like I'm never gonna get this important stuff back. It's not even just mine, it's stuff from my daughter, it's stuff that my partner left behind of his family and pictures of his, history and important things to him. And it just doesn't seem like anybody gives a fuck. It doesn't seem like anyone cares. I'm not talking about you guys. I know all of you are actually really, really great. I don't, I'm definitely not excluding you. I'm talking about the life and the people that I supposedly had to count on in my previous life. The people that I stopped everything to help when they needed it. The people that I helped move and celebrated holidays with and thought I built a life with. The people that told me when my sister died that I could count on them for help. The people that told me when my dad died, call them. The people that reassured me when I left that this wasn't the end. And what's worse is they fucking abandoned my kid. My daughter is not gonna have a legacy. She's not gonna have a connection with her American family. And she didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong either, but I'm an adult and I'll figure it out. She's a kid. She did nothing wrong. This wasn't her choice. And you fucking abandoned her too. How do you sleep at night knowing that people out there that you counted on and that counted on you just they're going through this huge thing and you don't seem to like even notice or remember they existed. I'm really sorry, y'all. I really didn't want this to be this tonight. I just can't stop crying and thinking about it. I just can't. It's not fair. No one should have to go through this alone. And I know it's probably for the better, and I've said that to myself, and I believe it, that obviously this wasn't as strong a relationship as I had thought. If I can't even, get a freaking text message or phone call every once in a while, an email, a card, nothing. And I know my relationship with my mother has always been strained, but I feel like part of me is being held hostage or punished, and I truly feel like no one understands. No one understands, and I don't expect them to. They didn't walk in my shoes, they don't live my life, and it's not to take away from anyone else's struggles or pressures or journeys, and I know I do have my partner and I have my daughter, and I do have a little bit of support, but I just can't explain how it just feels like I've wasted, like, 40 years of my life with these people. And I could have been doing other things for myself, my kid, my partner, and all the time and energy that I'm wasting now on this, trying to get over all of this, when I could be doing things for myself and my partner and my kid and the people who are trying, like y'all. I get so jealous too every time I see someone having an event with their friends and family, or friends visiting, from abroad who I haven't seen in a while, or people they grew up with, conversations they've had and stuff. And I feel horrible and guilty because it's not their fault that I don't have that. I'm really sorry, y'all. I'm really sorry. I didn't plan on this being this today. I feel like I can't breathe today. I feel like I've been holding it in so long I can't breathe. It's such a hard thing to do when you have this kind of outlet, is to find the line, find the line between doing ugly crying personal stuff and still being real and authentic, especially when you have, all these weights on you. I never thought I would bring everybody with me, but I never thought I would lose everybody. And I never thought that I would literally be like fighting with my mother to send me memorabilia about my life. I try not to judge other people, and especially when, it comes to things like parenting or their relationships with their partners or anything like that, because I don't want anyone telling me about mine. But I know what I would do if my child lived abroad. I would certainly as hell wouldn't have gone 3.5 years without seeing her. I mean, I lived this with my partner. We lived in the United States together for almost 20 years. Not one week went by where he did not talk to his mother. I just couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine going a month or so without talking to my kid. I couldn't imagine waiting 3.5 years to visit or even talk about visiting. And I couldn't imagine having stuff of hers in my possession and not using it as an excuse to call her and say, "Where could I send this? Do you need this?" Or packing it in a suitcase and showing up at her front door. I could not imagine not doing that. And it makes the fact that I'm in this position hurt so much more. I don't know what else to say. Except I'm really sorry. So sorry to unload on y'all like this. I just couldn't pretend anymore today. I just couldn't put on that brave face today because I was just so crushed. All right, you guys. I'm gonna have to end it. I think there. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. But clearly, I'm not in a good place, and I need to take care of that. I hope that all of you are well and had a great week, and I will catch up with you later on. I love you all. Thank you very much for being a part of this community. I really don't know what I would do without you.